Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our local financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Now's the time to save 30% on wedding jewelry, only on BlueNile.com. Make sure your wedding ring is the one, with your pick of diamond and lab-grown diamond bands, all hand-finished and graded for excellence. Or surprise her with something blue she'll love for life, like a stunning pair of sapphire earrings. Blue Nile's jewelry experts are available 24/7 to help, from fit questions to style advice. Right now, get up to 30% off at BlueNile.com. BlueNile.com.
It is Friday, the 14th of June. I like that bell thing on the New York Stock Exchange. The ding, 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 ding. The transfer window is open, people. And to be fair, in the best way, the Euro starts today. It even yesterday started with a bit of a bang, which was great to see. Things are coming out, on-seed exclusives, lots to get into. And there's only really one name to start with, Michael Olise, the Crystal Palace winger. We know he's hotly tracked by a lot of clubs for obvious reasons. Stuff moved yesterday with Olise, didn't it? As the David Ornstein bomb came, and it's in all the headlines today, Newcastle and Bayern Munich contacted Crystal Palace over him to see what's the situation. There's always this rumoured release clause and everything, but Newcastle, Bayern Munich first in. As the Mirror, and to be fair, Orstein's mentioned, Chelsea were the next to then contact them regarding Olise. Chelsea, I think, have often been seen as the favourites, haven't they? They tried to get him last summer, along with Manchester City, but he signed a new contract. There was always the expectation, because Chelsea have 80,000 wingers, that they would come back in. Bit on that, though, about Chelsea, the Times had in their version that Olise does have a 60 million release clause, but Chelsea might not be able to activate it, because it only applies to teams with Champions League qualification. We'll see if that hinders the way, if that's true naturally as well, but definitely one to keep an eye on, all things Olise. And iSport had that maybe linked to this, maybe not, but Newcastle, it seems if they've not, or they're not able to sign Michael Olise, have another Chelsea like Noni Madueke as their option, a backup option, the 22-year-old right winger there, if they can't secure him. So that will be an interesting one. Couple of things for Liverpool fans to keep an eye on. Barca and quite a few outlets, it's fair to say, have the Al Nassr, the Saudi side, are looking to make Virgil van Dijk the highest paid defender in the world. He has a year left to go on his deal. And quite a few outlets, but again, David Ornstein had that Liverpool and Manchester United are in the mix for Lenny Yoro, the Lille central defender, the young defender who's got a lot of attention. As Ornstein put in his article, Real Madrid are the red-hot favourites for this, and both almost accept, United and Liverpool, that he is expected to move there, but they see him as a real sort of generational talent, that if there is any opportunity, they will move hard and fast for him. So, potential of one defender in, one defender out at Liverpool. I mean, United defender leagues, this is crazy. Yesterday, you saw the Yoro one I just mentioned. As Martin Ziegler wrote as well in the Times, Everton have agreed terms, the Everton defender Jared Branthwaite has agreed personal terms with Manchester United as well. So I think that's the one to ultimately focus on. Some serious news from a domestic journalist there that, yeah, it's now about the fee. But at the same time, Sky Sports Germany has that they're monitoring Matthias de Ligt, and the Daily Mail also has that Jean-Claude Todibo, the Nice centre-back, and obviously Sir Jim Ratcliffe owns Nice at the same time as well, doesn't they? They are in the mix there. Wow.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
The delicious ice-cold taste of Dr. Pepper has a lasting effect on people. Lindsay from Sacramento said,
Pro tip, 40 degrees is the perfect temperature for an ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
why is 40 degrees the perfect temperature for Dr. Pepper? We brought in Sue from Duluth, Minnesota to tell us.
Oh yeah, I know a thing or two about cold. Oh, that right there is the perfect kind of ice cold for Dr. Pepper. I'd share that with my friend Nancy. She likes Dr. Pepper too, you know. My coldest...
All right, that'll be all, Sue. Having a perfect temperature for your Dr. Pepper? It's a Pepper thing. Inspired by real fan posts.
It feels like I might be wrong on this, but there's a lot of names with United, but Jareth Branswaite's the one, isn't he? It's been long linked. Yeah, they've agreed terms. It's now about the fee. Sticking on United, striker targets as well. Joshua Zirkzee, he looked nailed on for AC Milan, but the Telegraph now saying, obviously with him going to the Euros, there's a bit of a stall in that he is on United's list, according to the Telegraph. And according to the Independent, Ivan Toney, the Brentford and England forward, and Jonathan David, the Lille and Canadian centre forward, are also on United's list. A lot of United stories there, isn't there? Sticking off, we'll move to a forward area now. A couple of forward strikers. What's forward strikers? A couple of big name strikers. That big players as well, tall. Tammy Abraham, Roma. Easy to have forgotten about him with his injuries. But according to the Telegraph, Tottenham, Villa and West Ham are interested in bringing him back to England. Telegraph says what will be the fee. It's an interesting one. They don't give a direct quote there, but he's into the last couple of years, so it will be interesting to see what happens. The Times do give a figure, though, Joan Duran, Villa fans and Chelsea fans, that Villa want 40 million from Chelsea, according to the Times, to make that move. He very much seems to be the one they're going after. Quite a few have mentioned him that way. Other sort of bits that are popping up, the Fenerbahce boss, Jose Mourinho, according to a lot of Turkish papers, wants to take Pierre-Emile Højbjerg as his first signing. And Tutto Sport and a few, even Romano mentioned this, West Ham are very much interested in Matthias Sul, the 21-year-old Argentine forward. On loan from Juventus, had a very good season. I think it's Frosinone, I'm probably butchering that, but left-footed right winger, right-sided forward. So, yeah, will be one to keep an eye on. Quite a few as well mentioned Ivan Toney, as we said before, but Brentford are digging their heels in and will demand £60 million, even though he's only got a year left to go. So we'll be interested to see if there is a fee, what happens there. Maybe a bit of a surprise to Zerbi. We had the story yesterday that he had spoken to United and turned them down. He's set to sign a 3-year deal with Marseille. Now, if anyone has any awareness of Marseille, they've had a good rotation of managers, it's fair to say, in the last few years. So we'll see how that goes as his next step. And then a couple on the continent, so she seems good to finish off with. Thinking Alphonso Davies, the left-back, left-wing back for Bayern Munich, the Canadian international. The ESPN says Real Madrid will try to sign that player. Dortmund are not going to extend Matt Hummel's contract, according to Sky Sports Germany. There was an expectation that when Turchis left as the manager, he would sign a new deal, but that looks like not to be the case. Be interesting to see if any Prem clubs are interested in him, 35 years old in that regard. And Real Madrid, we mentioned how they are the favourites for Lenny Yoro, set to disappoint naturally. Liverpool and United, Fabrizio Romano and a few other outlets are mentioning there that Nacho, their veteran central defender, is expected to sign for a Saudi club. That he's not looking to move anywhere in Europe. So naturally, there will be a free space in their back line. So I think we all get a feeling what is going to happen with that one. Ladies and gents, the transfer window's open. Stuff is happening. We had Luis Guillem signing, we had Rodrigo Gomez, for Wolves. We've had Lloyd Kelly confirmed for Newcastle. So a few deals are done, but very much it feels like big moves are starting to happen now. Certain players who haven't gone to the Euros can maybe do deals. That's why the names of Brantwaite and Olise are coming up. It will be worth keeping an eye on. But on Friday the 14th, with the transfer window open, that was your EPL Index Transfer Daily.
Sports Social Podcast Network.